Hello? Hello?
Podcast Network Asia. Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. My name is Alec Cuenca, and today we have another episode of Ask Alec. And I received a lot of amazing questions or stories this week, but I'm choosing this one because I believe that there are a lot of people plagued with this kind of mindset. And this is a very controversial topic, and I know that I will get a lot of violent reactions from this, but this is my perspective on it. If you agree or disagree, let me know. Go share your thoughts and insights on Instagram and tag me at Small Talk Podcast, and we'll have a healthy discussion on whether this is actually something true or I could relearn a lot of things from you guys, and it could change my perspective as well. So, someone messaged me on Instagram and said, "Hi, I just want to ask what can you say about those pinagtagpo pero di tinadhana?" I have this friend, which I would name her X, and her 6 years boyfriend, which I would name him Y. X broke up with Y because she thought that the relationship was becoming unhealthy, especially when it comes to their mental health. Then Y tried to get her back, but eventually moved on after 3 months. And Y was able to find someone new. During those months, X and Y were casually friends, thinking that it is possible to be like that. Later on, they had a trip in Tagaytay, X, Y, and a friend. X realized that she still loves him. But now she really can't go back anymore because Y doesn't love her anymore. At this case, hindi na din sila pinagtagpo kasi at first, Y would like her back but ayaw ni X. Ngayon, X would like him back pero ayaw na ni Y. What's your say on this one? Okay, so we have a lot of similar cases when it comes to relationship. But when it comes to pinagtagpo pero hindi tinadhana or meeting the right person at the wrong time, just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, personally, I don't believe in it. I think it's bullshit. Like, how could you meet the right person if he or she is truly the right one at the wrong time? The right person, for me, would be timeless. The right person will make it work. I think that a lot of us like to use this wrong timing to comfort us, to actually stray away from the real reasons why it didn't work out. Like sinasabi natin na we fallen out because it's the wrong time. It's the wrong timing. Pero hindi ba meron tayong mga mas malalalim na reasons bakit hindi na-work out? For example, you are more focused on your job, on loving yourself more. That's the main reason. Okay? Pero if we all put it sa timing ng mundo, ng universe, ng buhay, we will lack accountability. Hindi natin makikita kung ano yung tunay na reason kung bakit hindi nag-work. And when we are accountable for why it didn't work in the first place, then that's the only time that we can actually learn the lesson that we are supposed to learn, which is understanding ourselves better, why it didn't work out. Okay? And I'm not closing any doors here. Like, maybe in the future, magkatuluyan pa din. Maybe magkabalikan pa rin in the future. Pero we gotta be brutally honest with ourselves. Like, we gotta be honest na the reason why it didn't work out is because partly we had a part in it. Dahil sa mga decisions na ginawa natin. Sa mga actions na ginawa natin before. Okay? And I'm not trying to hurt you, or I don't want to offend you or anything. But that's the truth. We have decisions. Okay? The universe has big plans for us. But the thing about life is that if we really want something, we can ask it from the universe. We can ask it. Poke the universe enough, it will turn around and give you what you want. And so, if he or she is the right person, then you will be willing to fight for it. But right now, if you're not, and you have your own reasons, and it's okay. Maybe hindi ba talaga ito yung oras, yung pagkakataon na gawin yun. But it's not about timing. It's not about timing. It's about our priorities. It's about kung ano yung nararamdaman natin at this moment. It's about what we truly feel about the situation. And that is what's affecting the decisions. Hilig din kasi natin na i-romanticize yung mga nangyayari sa atin. Okay? But the truth is, what's for you will not go past you. What's for you will meant to stay. What's for you will meant to find you. Okay? So ngayon, medyo maghiwalay, okay? Yeah, and again, I'm not closing any doors, and baka magkabalikan kayo in the future. We will never say. Okay? But we gotta let go of what could have been. If it should have been, it would have been. You see, being committed, being in love, we have a conscious choice why we do it. A lot of people might say na pag na-in love ka, it's purely emotional. Puso lang. Pero no, we have a conscious choice on whether we will feed that emotion or we will run away from it. And commitment, my friends, being in love requires commitment. That's the point of commitment. Now, when things get rough, you still stay committed. You stay true to your word. You stay true to your character, to your truth. And if you're not committed, if you always put things na baka ito talaga yung tinadhana, ito talaga yung binigay sa atin, of course, ganun na mangyayari. Hahayaan mo na mangyari lang. I would rather have someone na sabihin na, totga ko yan. He or she is my totga, or the one that got away. Pero, not in the way na iasa mo sa universe na ayaw talaga ng universe, no? You have a choice. You don't have control over everything, pero trust me, your commitments, you have control over that. So please, just be honest with ourselves. Kung bakit hindi nag-work, and ano yung naging parte natin kung bakit hindi nag-work. What has been our influence that made the environment that way, to be it so complex that it fallen out of love, that it fallen out of its course, that we'd rather blame timing for why it happened. We gotta reflect. We gotta be honest with ourselves. And so, those are my thoughts, my quick thoughts on pinagtagpo pero hindi tinadhana. I just don't believe in it. You can fall in love anytime. Pero staying in love, you can fall in love. Sometimes falling in love is not a choice, pero staying in love is. And when you fall out of love, it was your choice. It was the small choices that you made that eventually put you in the position that you'd say, na ayaw mo na. So it's you. It's still you. Or it's still him. Maybe hindi ikaw, pero it's still him or her, your partner. Pero, so I hope that answers your question. That's my quick thoughts on it. Maybe You guys agree with it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you disagree with it. Let me know. Okay, tag me at Small Talk Podcast. Share this episode. Tag me at Small Talk Podcast, and I would love to hear all of your insights about this. Okay, so yeah, this is Small Talk. Again, if you guys want to, if you guys want your story to be shared here, if you guys have any questions about anything, let me know. Send me a message on at Small Talk Podcast, and I would love to read them and answer them with all my heart. So thank you guys so much for listening. This is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, and I will talk to you guys next episode. Bye-bye.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.